NCAA tournament is still using that stupid-ass ball. Oh, my God. The NCAA has a big balls problem in their tournament, and it's driving me crazy.
Want to see video evidence?
They are still using that stupid Wilson NCAA Evo NXT tournament ball, and I'm getting the same complaints from the bench. I'm seeing the same bricks off the back iron, the same outcome, and I'm still seeing it sabotage the biggest games of the entire year, and it sucks.
You know, with so many balls in the air, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming.
Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm referencing, let's talk about it, man. Wilson has been the official ball of the NCAA tournament since 2002. But a few years ago, they rolled out the Evo NXT and unfortunately just signed a massive contract extension to keep this ball through 2028. And on paper, it sounds great. It's got this technology they've called extended range tech with a super soft core. And it's the pitches that they redistributed the weight, and it's going to be able to shoot from longer distances and yada, yada, yada. But here's the reality. Once you pump this thing up with air to the tournament specs PSI, that soft core acts like a damn compressed spring.
Follow the bouncing ball.
This bitch is bouncing all over the place. It has turned everything that barely touches the rim into a launch pad, man. I'm seeing balls just fly off a normal 15-foot, 20-foot shot all the way back to the three-point line. I'm seeing guys have to dribble over their head because they have this overinflated piece of in the biggest part of the entire year, and I don't understand why they still have it. I mean, this is truly not just people whining or me noticing something. This is a physics problem. This ball is overinflated. It's inconsistent. It's like a damn hoppity hop, like Randy Marsh after he inflated his testicles.
Wow. Those guys have nice balls.
And started bouncing around the place. We have reached the point where the NCAA tournament ball has as much give as Randy Marsh's medical marijuana side effects. It's absurd. Coaches and players said, dude, that thing was a rock. That thing was bouncing all over the place, dude. It changes what is called the coefficient of restitution. That is the science of how much energy is returned on a bounce. You have now taken a precision instrument and replaced it with a balloon. And if you don't agree with me, dude, I'm sorry, you've never played. This is the one time I'm going to throw out, dude, if you think that this wasn't a big deal and it continues to be a problem, you don't know ball. Basketball is a game of inches, man. This is the equivalent of them lowering or raising the rim 1 or 2 inches at the most important moment of the kids' lives, no doubt. Also realize 99% of the kids in this tournament, this is their pinnacle. This is the highest it's ever going to get for them in their athletic life. And they spent 20 years developing touch, muscle memory, knowing just how to lay the ball off the rim or shoot it with a little bit of touch, and now this thing is ricocheting off because it's got a freaking spring in it, and they're doing it for the most watched and expensive tournament in American sports. NCAA should be embarrassed that they have done this, dude. This ball and watching it continue to affect games is a freaking joke. And I'll be a nerd about it, man. The numbers back up the eye test. Once again, the shooting is dipped. 3-point percentages in the tournament are at 32.3%, nearly 2 full points lower than regular season averages, which should make no sense because now we only have this top 68 best teams. They are somehow shooting worse than the entire NCAA combined. Think about that one. The balloon quotes are all over the place. Virginia's DeRitter straight up called the ball a balloon on national TV. Bennett Sturtz said, man, that ball was, quote, super aired up and not like the ones from the regular season. I also got quotes from Del Orso. You got Durst. You got coaches talking about it. Gino Auriemma and Nate Oates are calling the ball rock hard. Inflation levels are insane. So this isn't random complaining. This isn't me just bitching. This is universal documented feedback from the coaches and players who are in the goddamn game,
according to industry experts.
And then you got the Tyler Tanner heartbreak, which throws this even more into a whole nother level. Vandy versus Nebraska. Tyler Tanner would have had the moment of his life. 60-foot heave off the glass. That ball dropped so far through that net and then rattled out in a 74-72 game. He would have hit a game winner in the tournament from 60 feet, and he was robbed because the physics of that ball, and the physics say that ball should have gone down. Dude, there are all sorts of articles about that shot specifically. It really highlighted things where analysts and scientists did all sorts of research and articles on it. But the biggest one you need to know is the opposing coach, Fred Hoiberg, said on national television, dude, it was probably the ball.
When it left his hand, my heart sunk. You could see it was right on line as soon as he shot it. And it was just, it was crazy. I mean, that thing hit the square and you see those shots go in. I don't know how it stayed out. Somebody said it was the overinflated balls they used in the tournament, but it was crazy.
The head coach of the opposing team admitted on national television and said, yeah, I don't know how that thing didn't go down. I'm pretty sure it was that overinflated ball.
Stupid balls are in the way.
Basketball is a game of millimeters, of touch, of feel. If a ball is even a fraction off, you change the outcome of the game, and you turn a lifetime skill now into suddenly a game of freaking Plinko. And I don't care that both teams have to play with it. Go somewhere else with that stupid excuse. Oh, well, they both have to do it. They both have to use the overinflated ball. I don't care. That's not the point. And it still benefits one or the other team more. So that excuse that I'm hearing from a lot of people, well, it's the same ball for both teams. Tell that to a team that actually has to shoot. Like, tell me it to a team that has to rely on outside shooting more than just defense and rebounding and requires more skill. That's like suddenly not acknowledging snow in a football game when a pass-heavy team struggles with it, man. That is not a good excuse. But even more importantly, this is the NCAA tournament. Billions of dollars are being spent. We just accept mediocrity. We just accept bad shooting, high turnovers, balls flying off the rim, balls bouncing above their heads because both teams have to deal with it. That doesn't make it fair. This makes the game worse. You don't change the rim height in the Final Four. You don't move the three-point line at the national championship. So why are we changing how the ball behaves at the most important moment of these kids' entire lives? You got to cancel this contract. It's supposed to go now until 2028. NCAA, can you please stop whoring out everything?
Don't make me some money.
Can you stop whoring out the entire tournament? These kids are eventually going to have freaking tattoos of brands on their head. At least give them a decent, normally aired basketball for them to play with instead of this overinflated, giant piece of crap, Randy Marsh bouncing ball thing flying. Oh, my God. I would be furious. And, I mean, players said it, coaches said it. Hoiberg said, dude, it's probably the reason we were able to move on. Please get rid of the overinflated ball. They have a big ball problem, and I would like to see that squeezed.
Tricky Guy Sports.
Full episode online now. Click on the link. Get to the chopper. Do it now.